This is the year that every demon that celebrated your downfall will hear you prophesy, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Let every circumstance that mocked you hear this declaration. Let every demon in hell that mocked you hear this declaration. I'm coming back. I got resurrection power.
What up, though? Welcome to the TSDLN podcast. The streets don't love nobody. This your boy, Mr. Rain. Y'all know what it is. Listen, man. I know I've been missing in action on the podcast. We've been filming. It's done. So we back at it. You know what I'm saying? And this next guest, man, this is my guy, Doug. We did some time together, man. He called himself the CBK. What up, though, bro?
What up, though, man? Glad to be on the Streets Don't Love Nobody podcast. I've been hearing, seeing your buzz, been seeing you grind, man. So I definitely want to get on here and talk about the journey and where you at right now and what we're doing out here in the streets.
Yeah, for sure. So you call yourself the CBK, man. What break that down and why you call yourself that?
CBK, man. CBK represents Comeback Kid. That was a name that was sparked in the penitentiary when I was in a joint. An old head was like, man, you just keep making comebacks. It started from education, actually. They were telling me that I wouldn't get a program that I had built personally myself, and I did. So I made a comeback from that. I made a
Okay.
comeback when it was being denied over and over and over. I broke through and got that program for lifers and young men that needed mentorship in prison. So I took that stance, man, and got rolling.
Yeah. So give me your perspective on incarceration. I know it's supposed to correct you. What was your ups and your downs like? You know, navigate people through this who believe somewhere if they on their bump that they a comeback kid, or somebody that's sitting on the couch, man, and don't know what to do with their life. You know what I'm saying? They want to be a comeback kid. But tell them your experience in prison.
For me, man, my experience in prison was very rare due to me learning about the knowledge of self. When I got to that
So,
point, it made my journey, I would consider it rare, bro. Um, to even be able to build with you on a level that we was on a mental wavelength because I understood knowledge that you understood, more to say,
yeah.
on a personal grown man level, a spiritual plane. So that set me apart from the foolishness.
Yeah.
Um, Once I got elevated, because we start off in the it's like the streets in there. You know what I'm saying? You on the block with your homeboys. You on the cell block with your homeboys. Niggas from the west side. I'm from Inktown. You know what I mean? That was the flow for about 5, 6 years. Finding my way, playing basketball, lifting weights
Yeah.
to maintain that sanity, man. But it had to go a bar higher once I started to really educate my mind. The actions behind my movement went outside of just playing basketball or cards or any of this, the leisure time games. It became prison can be your graveyard or your university. That became a real
Hmm.
thing for me with the guys that I dealt with in prison. And that's
Yeah.
how we played it. And we took advantage of a lot of those programs and Christian programs, whatever it was. If I had the opportunity to speak to the masses, to the guys about what I had on my heart, to get somebody else to make a comeback, because I knew I had an out day. I knew my time was coming, but the work that I
Yeah.
was putting in was developing a wheel of force for the comeback where I'm still out here running and doing business. It's not, I haven't been in trouble. I've been out 8 years. Uh, Matter of fact, a celebration for my 8 years, July 25th. I didn't even make a
That's a
post.
celebration.
I've been
Yeah.
out 8 years, no run-ins with the hook, man, none of that. So within that, I feel good to say
That's
that
a
because where we're
flex.
from, you know what I'm saying? Guys go in and out, back and forth, in and out where we from. And we grew up seeing that. So I wanted to set a standard for when people come build with the comeback kid, man. We over here creating opportunities for the youth. We over here building with real models. We over here doing movies. We over here, man. In a plethora of whatever area a guy formerly incarcerated, a guy kids or
Yeah.
whatever you want to do. We got the building on the Ave. We got, spaces now to do things. So if people come at me with an idea, the outlet, people been booking. I even had the Stardust jumping. I felt good about that. Wasn't no fights, wasn't no shooting. To rep the town. It's kind of like taking the stand saying, man, I used to sell dope here, bro. I used to sell crack and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. It's like a surreal moment for me to be all legit and say, you know what, I can create some opportunity for my hood, and that's a real comeback to me. You know, and just been standing on that, bro, enjoying the motion, enjoying the motion. I've been writing some stories behind the scenes nobody don't know about. I've been talking to you about, you know what I'm saying? Been calling people, and a brother called me the other day from your line, man, and it's on the floor. I'm gonna talk to you off the record about that call, but he
Mhm.
called, and he was in the joint with me. He remembered me. That's how amazing that call was from that brother. I didn't even know who he was. He was like, Doug, do you look? He's like, bro, I've been looking for you. I said, what?
Yeah,
You doing movies? He like, yeah, man. I say, man, I'm in territorial. I'm in a few movies. I'm like, man, let's get to it. Um, he sent me some characters and some different things he want to do. So he said he got a red camera. He talk about getting busy, you know. So I look forward to it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
that's what's up. You know me, man. Keep going. So answer this. Since I've been home, I've seen your journey behind the scenes for the most part. You doing the photography, knowing all the things you know now, right? What you wish you would have knew back then.
Good question. This is why I love you, right? This is why I love you, right? Okay, he. You know what? If coming out the door, if I had a bit more knowledge on how to actually plug in the work on the ground, like the manual work with the digital work.
Yeah,
If I was doing something on the ground at first, it was being unseen, but it was remarkable. I went through a period with that for a minute because I wasn't used to it, you know, and I was kind of like shy with it, and or whatever the case may be, just kind of getting used to the world. And like I wish I had a lot of stuff captured that we was really doing in the streets when I first came home.
yeah,
To actually, like, the stuff we was taping for Oprah never came out, so it's like a lot of content and stuff that I wish I did have or made sure I was on top of the way I understand content and contracts and how things are supposed to be done now. I'd
yeah,
have been on top of my content. So to anybody that's in the professional realm and that's doing something, and you doing something of value, see how those cameras roll. Please, you know, take the advantage of being free and, you know, capturing these moments and don't let them go for nobody or nothing because they're your moments. That's your comeback. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's one detrimental to me. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like
yeah,
I would have paid attention to the board with that, and I
yeah.
feel like that would have had me in a better position today.
Huh, hey, that's good advice. I'm telling you. People don't understand how crucial advice is. There's somebody right now about to be in the position you was when you first started. So you might say them a shortcut or a heartache. Okay, you out of prison. You've been grinding. You're an entrepreneur. You're a young boss. You defeating the odds because you know when you get out of prison, 10 out of 10, they got a ceiling on your head on what they predict you to do. They probably want you just to be in a factory. Not saying a factory is bad. I'm just showing you just the perception of society that they expect you to have. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So my question is, how do that work in the terms of dealing with relationships? Whether if you single, whether if you in a relationship or not, as an entrepreneur who just getting out of prison, you in society, take pictures with all these beautiful models, you go to all these different events, you run all these different events. As a man, is it temptation?
Man, that's an interesting question, man, because it be a lot of like jealousy on that side of it too, with women and guys. Like, how do he work with all these models or all this stuff? You know, because the flesh and the eye is one thing, but due to me standing on principles and me having my own personal relationship with beautiful women, I don't have to go outside that date all the models and doing all that because my name and my brand of my
Yeah,
craft is what's important to me. I really focus on that and like stay locked in on that is what kept me grounded when it comes to. I ain't gonna lie. First getting out, I was having my fun. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like doing my thing. Had to pick a shorty. You know. Then the guy was able to date who he wanted to date as a grown man. I feel like you just gotta know where you at with it. But in this game, especially dealing with females, if you're not ready to be respectful and equipped for certain settings, you won't last the test of time in this game. It's kind of like being able to keep a professional handle on what you're doing so that everything is all love. They know what you're doing when you come. They're excited
yeah.
for you to come. This was the life that I feel like was made for me to dive into. So I dived into it, and I keep my standards of business and communication and good hospitality and core values.
Yeah.
It's been going up. It's been
Yeah.
going up.
Yeah.
That's what with relationships for me. Honesty, just being my authentic self and doing the job though, sticking to the job number one, sticking to the script. What am I here for? To party, smoke weed, to be the party, in the party. That's what a lot of photographers, a lot of people get caught up in the party. After I'm done taping, if it's an after party and I'm not taping, I might turn up. That's different. But when I'm at this event that I'm either hosting or a part of, but I'm here for productions with my team, we having fun grinding. See, guys like me and you understand having fun grinding because it was days that we couldn't grind. We couldn't live out the dreams or the ideas or the things that we wanted to execute on paper for so long. So
Yeah.
my grind is a different type of grind due to being a dream chaser from the attitude prison gave me that I adopted from having a chip on my shoulder from being a displaced CEO. I'm displaced in prison. Let me respectfully place myself in a CEO position that I can govern and keep running and enjoy. And eventually, the financial aspect of that is going up and provide for my family today, bro.
I want to say, man, before we go on, man, that I'm proud of you, man. I know you always talking about how you proud of me, but you came a
For real.
long way. You remember the infamous story, you know what I'm saying? When you
No
woke
doubt.
me up when we was locked up. I'm proud of you, man, and just keep going, man. You doing your thing. Just keep going, man. You hear me?
No doubt.
So let me say this. What's the hardest thing about staying legit? Being from the streets, going to prison, getting out, you legit now. You CBK, you the comeback kid, you got this brand, this business, man. What's the hardest thing about being legit? So people that's gravitating from the streets into the corporate world, business, whatever, and just being legit. They might have a struggle or they might have anxiety and not knowing what's ahead. So this is what his question is based on.
I think a big part of that is like understanding financial literacy and being in the position to say, damn, I don't know how to do taxes, but my one man's doing my one female friend don't understand this. And people have to ask for help in areas about finances and the understanding of a thing using YouTube. And people have to want to research. People have to want to know. A lot of things for us was self-taught in prison. So now today, that same self-taught attitude has to continue because that's what's in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna uh, let the circumstances of prison because I was in bondage or away at that time take away something that I gained that will never go away from me because I'm conscious to it. That this put a different type of outlook as far as grinding in me.
Yeah.
And keeping the excitement and the tone on what you're doing is another soundboard to keep you legit.
Mm.
Staying locked in with
Yeah.
this is even if you're working a job, sometimes taking a break or a vacation is necessary for mental health. I don't care if you still in Michigan, but you just kind of go to a weird ass city or go up north or go somewhere different. RTV, something to do it for yourself. To unplug. Now that was a family tried to twist me up, you know what I mean, and put me in a mix. And I was like, I see why my brother really don't deal with people too much. Because people will do that and have you going astray from your journey. That's a road to destruction that I had to really grab a handle and a wheel on because of family that was those became now they're becoming life decisions and I didn't even know it. Like if I hop in the car with cuz, I might not come back. Damn, I'm on parole. But this my cousin
Yeah.
and he might, but just knowing where I'm at with it, you know, shout out to Kato, man, when he got home and we did all that we did this back toy giveaway that was 2 miles long. I've never seen this in Houston. We
Yeah.
passed out hot food in both projects from the guards in Saigon on foot, with the news and the police following us in both hoods. You know, it's to be able to do that in Inkster. It was legendary moment, and that was a highlight coming home. I got to give a shout out to Dope for organizing that with Mayor Wimberly. Shout out to
Sure.
ex-Mayor Wimberly for giving a lot of Inkster natives an opportunity with permits and buildings and a part of the revitalization before this new Mayor Byron got in there. I'm gonna give a shout
Yeah.
out to Wimberly. I'm gonna give a shout out to the mayor, man, because that building on Michigan Avenue, he is a part of that. That we have that place to go.
Huh.
And I love that we have a place to go and create. And shout out to Cuzzo and Dub on the app for giving me an opportunity. Really, that Robert love. They didn't forget about the homie that is
Uh,
determined to do something different. And they seen me and said, "Man, you know what? Come up here. We got something for you, Dub. We want you a part of this movement." And I said, "Man, bro, God is good." I said, "Bro, the whole nine with it." So I was able to lease the space, man, and get the white content room, get stuff set up, and do content mixers. And this was been keeping me legit. This was been keeping me legit. The homies though from Inkster,
yeah.
if
Can't
they
beat
want to
that.
really know, if you want to know what a guy been
Beat that.
doing and all that, I've been in the town at the building, getting it in. We had one of the biggest fashion shows around. These fashion shows predominantly be in Royal Oak, Detroit, downtown, all this. No, we bring it. I bring
Mm-hmm.
it to Inkster from being at these other venues. But I told the homies, I said, watch me, bro. I said they love me in traffic, man. I'm like Mitch, man. I'm like a ball playing nigga with this beat. I'm gonna bring the excitement and the traffic to the town, the Ave. Watch this. I appreciate it. Paulie. Paulie been up at the building. I can't forget Paulie. It's just
Yeah,
liquor.
Paul.
Paulie is the It's Just Liquor brand. He does Taco Tuesdays at the Stardust.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he be up there cooking on the app doing his thing. He got the dangerous turkey burgers. Well, baby, Rain. I enjoy kicking it with Rain. I had to come on here and talk with the guy, man, because Rain, Mr. Rain, and the babies. You know what I'm saying? They don't know you a real legend. You being real modest, man. I'm loving your turn up in your time because you are a originator of a lot of things that has happened in Inkster and other places with music and a lot of things with trends. And I've heard the stories. It was a guy impersonating you in prison, bro.
Oh,
It
I
was a guy
remember
running
that.
around talking
Stole
about
my
he was
pictures.
Mr. Rain, bro.
I remember that.
Someone impersonates you?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
That's a movie, bro.
I gotta ask
It
Zoe, what's
made
his
me
name?
like, damn. I'm like, that's heavy. That guy found your credentials, bro. I asked this guy a couple questions. He was really impersonating you, trying to run down your jacket to me like he was you, man.
Yeah,
That's crazy. But it's not crazy. That means something to the degree that you was making noise and that you was somebody on the streets and that you weren't no just anybody. You missed the
yeah,
ride.
yes,
And you
yeah,
put a lot down, bro.
yeah. So, what's the next big thing, man? I know you grinded, man. You the comeback kid. I know the comeback kid ain't comfortable, man.
They got my heels on the wall right now with a big project, actually, man. So I'm collaborating with fashion designers and a fashion show curator that I met doing all these fashion shows. I love this young lady. Her name is Zane Dion. She is into arts and fashion. And
Mhm.
we are planning the biggest rooftop fashion show for the summer, the end of August, August 29th, and we were about to have a casting call and rehearsals for 3 weeks. They say they've been in it so long. They like, we could pop this in 3 weeks. Let's go, press play. So they put some pressure on me with that. It's like, y'all ready to
Yeah,
go in 3 weeks? I was like, y'all show with the choreograph and the dance, all the stuff y'all saying. I'm like, all right, bet if y'all in, I'm in. I'm part of the cameras production, so I'm gonna make sure that's on lock. You know,
yeah.
I'm like, damn, this crazy. So now we about to do a fashion show. I'm
Okay.
gonna be modeling. I'm looking to bring out my own clothing line again. So I'm gonna rebrand it and bring it out at this rooftop fashion show. So that's my strategy and something I've been working on behind the scenes is my clothing line and another stream of income for myself. It's something that matched my character. I need to be promoting that. There's no way I don't have a clothing line in my mind. So I love hustling, bro. So for me, this opportunity to get on the rooftop and pop out with the clothing line and enjoy this
Yeah.
with models I've been working with is a part of the dream. So I look forward to having an after party at a new club called Tunnel. We planning that. I've also merged with influencer model Dizzy D Nation. She's coming with like all the press with these parties, and she's a big host and whatnot. So shout out to her. She's been grinding. Her following been going up. She's been consistent.
Listen, man, you doing your thing, man. I definitely appreciate this. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's always love when I rock with you, man. You know what it is, man. You call me, you need something, you want to just chop it up. We grinding, we trying to stay legit. We ain't going back. So, you
No,
know what I
sir.
mean? We don't believe in gatekeeping. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, man. Keep grinding, man. You know, I'm also a little comeback kid too. So I definitely
You a heavy
identify with your
comeback kid.
brand, man, and I'm
How
rooting
many
for you.
years
You
did you
hear me?
do, my brother?
Huh?
How many years did you do?
22.
Definitely a comeback kid.
Back.
I with a capital letter. Man, 22 years. You know how many brothers didn't make it? Man,
Yeah,
bro. And I'm blessed to see you out here in the flesh. A lot of people didn't make it in
for
22 years,
sure.
and you know that how many obituaries was coming through that door. No,
Man,
bro.
listen.
So it's all a real blessing, Ryan. And I look forward to
Yeah,
collabing with you.
sure.
We gonna merge it in. It's coming. It's coming. We collabing right now. I'm on your podcast, but you know, in person, look forward to blessing the
Sure,
stage
man.
with you real soon, bro. And
Yeah.
the brother that you sent, we about to connect. And I seen you on there with my nephew, Lil Stuck. We all gonna merge, man. It's all in. Seen y'all
Okay, yeah,
rocking,
that's
man.
my guy.
Yeah. Shout
Okay,
out to King
stuck.
Stuck, man.
Face. That's face contracts over
Face.
conversations. That's his mentality. So if I had to describe him, just contracts over conversations.
Oh wow. Oh
That's
wow.
the name.
I can't wait
Yo,
to see this. Chicks
turn
got
me
my
up.
man. This is crazy. You see how the universe work? I'm like, yo, that's my nephew, bro. I used to manage him. This is crazy. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's
Small
T.
world.
So it's the universe and everything is aligning. They better
Yeah.
watch out for sticks, y'all. If y'all ain't up on pillow talk and all these movies, my bro over here writing, listen, get hip to him. This is Mr. Rain, y'all. Like he is one of the ones. His plaques and a lot of other stuff is coming because guess what? When
It's
he
coming.
writing pillow talk and sticks, he already got 8 more movies. He probably done 4 more, 8 more completed. This brother here has
Uh,
a different type of grind and talent, man,
for
and
sure.
he's tapped into that. You done tapped into that, bro, and I'm so proud that you out here in your zone, in your space, as far as your craft, man. And as a writer, man, this is amazing, bro. I'm glad. And look at your networking. Look at your
Yeah.
networking for prison. Tell them
Yeah.
check up.
Yeah.
Did you
Check
let
up.
your life go to the wayside?
Mm-mm.
You called and got to it and was writing movies from the can. Man, tell them check up. How did you do that? Can I ask you one question? How did you do that? How, bro? Just how did you
Listen,
make
man.
that dream a
Listen, man.
reality, dog?
I tell this story every time, man. It's my cousin Tori, man. She go by Tori Monet on the acting screen. She just kept reaching out to me, told me I was like the most creative motherfucker that she knew. That was like her exact words. And I'm like, yeah, you tripping. I ain't never wrote a movie a day in my life, man. Like, you tripping. I don't know what's going on. It's like a joke. I'm straight. So then I ain't write back. Then she wrote back again. And I was like, hey, you can do drama. You can do a movie about your life. You can do this. We could do comedy, but comedy is kind of like you got to hit. It's hit and miss. But if you really trying to get the bag, boom, 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 you can have generational wealth while you in there. I'm like, whatever. I still think she crazy. Mom's passed away. I say, you know what? I got two options. I'm either gonna crash or I'm gonna just try to mess around with this movie real quick. So I was
Oh
like,
wow.
damn, I had to think of something. What would I think if I want to start my first movie off? And I was like, something that exists in the beginning of time that's going to exist all the way to the end. I said, it's pillow talk. People always going to pillow talk. When it comes to sex, land between them sheets, people are vulnerable. They are weak. They are just open to just saying things. You know what I mean? And that's where Pillow Talk title came from. Got the characters, sent it to them, laid on my bunk probably a year, 8 months, and I get it. And I'm looking at it and I'm talking to my cousin, and she like, listen, you don't want to just be the creator. You don't want it just to be your story. You want to also learn how to write, to do the dialogue. I'm like, you think so? I said, I don't know how. I ain't been to school or nothing. She was like, look at the script, nigga. Look at the script. So I'm looking at the Pillow Talk script and I'm watching the guy, Ahmad Hill, who wrote Pillow Talk. See, I'm the creator. So I'm looking at what he wrote and I'm studying it. I'm learning what INT mean, what EXT mean, external, internal, scenes, emotions, dialogue. And I'm like, damn. So I studied that and that's what Sticks came from. I called and thanked them,
Oh,
but that's how
yeah.
I did it. But the whole moral of the story is, man, listen. I ain't nobody if that my cousin would have never reached out to me. I would have never thought about writing movies, man. She believed in me when I ain't in something I ain't never even done. It ain't like you hooping and you a top prospect and she like, I believe in you. Everybody see our skills. She believed in me in some shit I ain't never even done or even thought about. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So I give all praise to her, man. That's my dog. She know what it is, superstar. So yeah, that's
Okay.
how I did it. You know what I mean? It's her.
That's what's up, man. I love hearing that, bro. I wanted to actually know because I know you, but I just wanted to know like how the hell like that process is dope as hell. Cause I knew you went into that. Like you ain't never wrote
Yeah, I
even
was
down.
into that.
What are
I
you talking
love
about?
movies, but I ain't
And
never even liked about no damn right movie.
that's where it's like a raw, different edge to what you about to put out because you ain't go to school to write this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you about to have it hard as shit. Wait till they you drop this, dog. They gonna be like, damn.
And I'm about to have a Sticks edition. I'm about to be interviewing all the cast members. We about to be laughing, kicking it, talking about the show, but not giving up everything. Not giving up the best parts. Enough just to hold
Okay,
you on edge, to make you want to watch. So it's gonna
no
be
doubt.
called a Sticks edition. We gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you, man. You know what it
What's
is.
up?
Love is love, bro. Keep
Love is
grinding.
love,
Hey.
man. Peace, my brother.
Stay aggressive. Somebody said, what do it mean to stay aggressive? I say, imagine you playing defense. Your team up 2 points. It's 15 seconds. And Steph Curry take the ball out and he coming up the court towards you. That's what a staying aggressive look like. You know he's shooting that shot. He's not passing the ball. You just trying to figure out when he gonna shoot it. He backpedaling, crossing over, backpedal, pump fake. But that's aggressive. You knowing I ain't about to pass it. You knowing I'm finna shoot it, and you gotta guard me. That's aggressive. So when I say stay aggressive, stay aggressive. Keep grinding. Keep going, man.
Oh,
That's
I
what's gonna
appreciate it.
separate the good from the greats, man.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, man. I holler at you, man. Appreciate you, man. Love is love.
Love is love. Anytime, bro.